News 4 Today in high definition continues.
Welcome back, everybody. It is a decision followed by some heated discussion. Last week, the Food and Drug Administration decided it will allow 17-year-olds to get the morning after birth control pill, commonly known as Plan B, without a doctor's prescription. Shelley Kudelka has more on this controversy. Good morning, Shelley.
Well, Bill, I investigated what really is the local reaction to this news. I talked to two groups with very different points of views. I want to warn you, to be fair, we have not edited the sound from either person we talked to.
Plan B, or the morning after pill, is an emergency contraception containing a high dose of birth control drugs that does not interfere with an established pregnancy. Following the FDA's latest decision, religious conservatives argue it's the equivalent of the abortion pill. Women's groups are hailing the decision as a victory. Allison Golden of Planned Parenthood says they are thrilled.
It's going to help more women prevent unintended pregnancies. The United States has an abysmal rate. Out of all of the industrialized nations in the world, we have the worst teen pregnancy rate, and this can help reduce those unintended pregnancies. It costs Nevada $67 million a year. That's a lot of money, and if we could avoid teen pregnancy, we'd have healthier teens, we'd have healthier babies when they're wanted, we'd have a much stronger economy, we'd have fewer people in the system needing a government assistance. It's huge.
But Don Nelson of Nevada Life has a very different response.
Our response is the public should not be misled or led to think that Plan B is going to reduce pregnancies at all. They predicted it would lead to a 50% reduction in pregnancy, but studies out are showing that it's not working to do that. In some nations where they have made Plan B available over the counter, we've seen a rise in an increase in abortions and unintended, quote-unquote, unintended pregnancies, and we've also seen skyrocketing sexually transmitted diseases in England in a 4-year period.
Another issue. While teen pregnancies have fallen across the country in the past decade, Nevada still ranks in the top 8 for unwanted teen pregnancies and 4th for teen abortion rates. Statistics that have Nelson concerned about long-term repercussions for the state.
A lot of pro-family groups are worried that if it's given over the counter, that the young lady doesn't have the advice of the pharmacist or the physician as to the effects of repeated use, that it could cause a chemical abortion, and some of the other side effects that would go along with that. And public policymakers need to ask themselves, why are we giving this to 17-year-old girls without the benefit of a doctor or a pharmacist?
Golden says all women receive counseling while asking for Plan B at Planned Parenthood, and that studies show women know how to use Plan B properly.
UCSF conducted it here with over 900 patients who demonstrated that they do use it conscientiously. They only use it for emergencies. They don't use it as a form of birth control. It's too expensive to do that. But it's really critical for them to have it because 60% of all unintended pregnancies are from failed contraceptives. So having emergency contraception as a backup is a terrific opportunity to prevent unintended pregnancies.
Which leads to one final question.
Is it considered abortion?
No, absolutely not. It's emergency contraception. EC is to birth control what orange juice concentrate is to orange juice. It's just a mega dose of birth control that helps prevent an unintended pregnancy, and when taken properly within up to 120 hours, it can prevent that unintended pregnancy, which I think we all can agree on.
We do believe that women need to know, and the public needs to know, that these pills do work as what they call an abortifacient. The manufacturers themselves, Bar Pharmaceuticals, say that it can work to prevent the implantation of this newly created human being, or as they call it, fertilized egg, to keep it from implanting in the uterus, and that is going to kill it. So it does work as a chemical abortion. We think people need to know that.
Now, if you'd like to be part of this debate, we've set up a question on our website. Do you agree with the FDA's decision to allow 17-year-olds to get Plan B without a prescription? To share your thoughts, head to our website at KRV.com and register your vote.
And just to be clear, it is over the counter right now, but it is behind the pharmacist's counter, so you do need to go up and ask for it with your prescription.
All right.
Well, they're creepy and crawly, and you definitely don't want them in your house. One local woman shares her bedbug story about used furniture.